Right, today we look at how to complete the Moments John Wall challenge where you have to score 52 points around 32 minutes of gameplay. Obviously, you probably can't play all 32 minutes because of the stamina restriction, but as you can see, I was able to score 63 points in about 27 minutes. So I'll be showing you how to do it, and this is much harder than the clay challenge because John Wall, I'm using just a regular Emerald John Wall here, and he's not very good at scoring. So just like last time, make sure you study the defensive settings I use against the Magic at the end of the video, because at the end of the day, you're still going to win the challenge, right? So you got to lock up on defense. So you can see on here, I did do that. And then with Wall, I scored everything inside. He had 27 made field goals in the paint. So like I said, initially I ran the same style, push the pace, space the floor, mix freelance, just like I did with the Klay Thompson challenge. But I put John Wall at the beginning of shooting guard. Don't do that, put him at point. Because I tried to run the pick and rolls with John Wall here as the 2 guard, just like I did with Klay, and these did not work. So do not use John Wall as the roller and the 2 guard in the pick and roll game. As you can see here, I'm getting killed. So I struggled a lot in the first quarter because I was figuring out how to do it. I was even trying to do the katana still works with John Wall, so sneak that in there. But the space cutting and things like that does not work as well, and his shooting is quite weak. So this was a struggle for me in the first quarter, but obviously the rest of the way I found a way to do it, so I will show you. And the space cutting is okay, but because he can't shoot, the defense does play him better. So after 5 minutes, I was only able to score 4 points, so I was doing not enough, not efficiently enough. So what I did figure out was I need the money play, fist side 4 CNR from the Brooklyn playbook. Alright, so make sure you have the Brooklyn playbook for this challenge and just run the money play, fist side 4 CNR with John Wall with the katana like I've showed you guys before in my money play quick hitting video. And if you do this, boy, it's over. So put John Wall back in the point guard, let him handle the ball, call fist side 4 CNR, and use the X pass, hold down X, give it to your center, and make sure you're cutting on this side, so the stack side. Make sure you cut on the side with the 2 shooters because you don't want to touch the circle as you're cutting, so make sure you go on the side with the 2 shooters as you cut. And if you do this, you will unleash the amazing scoring ability of John Wall all game long. I'm down 7 here because I was struggling to figure out how to score tons with him at the get-go, but once I figured this out, this game was over. Not only was I able to lock up on D, I was able to score at will. So obviously mix it up, right? So call fist side 4 CNR, I guess 80% of the time. The rest of the time, just run some middle katanas if the fist side 4 CNR doesn't work. At the end of the video, I'll also show you another money play that works great with John Wall in this game. But make sure when they put on DJ Augustine, you see right here, put on John Wall, because DJ Augustine cannot guard this cut against Wall. Especially if you execute it well, and make sure you remember to go on the side, cut through the side with the 2 shooters. And pass to Anthony Davis with X, and make sure that Anthony Davis has the white circle underneath his feet when you pass it to him, because that's when you know AD or your center will get the ball. So you see, he has the white circle underneath his feet, X, I hold it down, turbo through, always X, hold down and turbo, cut through the side with 2 shooters, and it's Dunk City all game long. And to mix it up, obviously, because we're still in that next freelance, you can also do the quick post-up space cutting that I showed you guys before. It works really well against Augustine. Pretty much everything works against Augustine. So if Augustine is on, make sure John Wall is on. Thank you, DJ. And after that adjustment, you can see I was able to score 28 points in 13 minutes, even though I barely scored in the first quarter. The defense is holding up great with the settings. You can check that out, holding them to 36% in the half. And in the second half, I did fist side 4 CNR, I think 90% of the time, just to catch up from, how bad I did in the first quarter, because I was figuring out how to do this. And the rest of the way, I just did this again, Augustine and Payton. You see 33 points in 17 minutes, so I was beginning to score at that okay rate. Then, 20 points and 46 points in 20 minutes. So in the end, I was able to do this easily. I'm up by 18 now, so you thank the defensive settings for that. So make sure you use the defensive settings I have. John Wall will get tired, so you see I've called every timeout here already, but you'll be okay. I scored like 52 points, I think, in 24 minutes. I just kept pushing in here because I felt like I just want to see how much I can score. And yes, fist 91 side also works as a money play. Just make sure you run it as I do here, turn the corner hard and you can pass, but start away from the circle. So watch how I start the play, fist 91 side. I start above it. So watch, I'm leaving the circle, then I actually cross back to it to make sure the defender can't hedge this. And you turn this corner, go strong, you either get a layup or you get a foul because you're going at such a high speed. I'm just gonna fast forward the free throws, and you can see in the end I was able to score 63 points in 27 minutes. So I, passed the requirement by 11 even. So here are the defensive settings I used against the Magic. The POEs were shrink the floor for the focus, and make sure you have it on crash defensive glass to get the rebounds, and also conservative defense. So those are the POEs, and the specific settings are here so you can study them. So this is the new system I have been using lately, and it works out great. So study this. I will do a video with online gameplay with these and offline gameplay with these settings soon. And if you want to play Overwatch with me, make sure you leave your PSN at the bottom. I'll be starting our Overwatch series very soon. As always, thanks for coming by. If you guys like these moment challenge videos, add a like. Leave in the comment section, let me know. I can do all of them. They're fun, actually. They're not as challenging as they seem. Some of them are, but then they're not that bad. But it's fun to, push the game like this because 2K is pretty, it's mad this year. Online is really bad with the lag and the transition broken D. Bad coding, all that, but I digress. As always, thanks for coming by. I'll see all of you next time.